Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And we're underway here in South Philly. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He'll go right and find his running back, and he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
That's already 2 catches for this guy. We haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet, and that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-round weapons, and if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air, and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball, the better it is for this offense.
Here's 2nd and 6. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. He'll look to throw. Left side, he's got Njoku. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. He'll drop to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. It is a big play for the Browns. And even 30 yards. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's 1st possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Right to the air, it's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man, his tight end, got it. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. He keeps it himself.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
3rd and 6.
73. Alpha, alpha, alpha. Hey, 73, 73. No touch.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
No touch, touch. Nine. Yeti, Yeti. No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Now they'll set up to throw. He finds Judy on that one. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
No touch, touch. No touch.
On play action, Hurts. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Great. No touch.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll look deep, left sideline. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It is a big play for the Eagles. 31 yards.
73. No touch, touch.
So here is the former Giant. It's Saquon Barkley. It's a pickup of 12. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. There by the back to pick up the 1st down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Silver. No touch.
On play action, here's Hurts. And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Great. Crown left Yeti.
So Goedert, the tight end, comes in motion.
No touch.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He'll get it inside the 20. He is in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And
that is intercepted by the 1st-round pick from April. It's Quinyon Mitchell inside the 20. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Elliott on now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. He is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. He runs with it. The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Gets this away, and it's a good one. Angling toward the sideline. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
To throw on second down is Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. On third down, it's Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Gray brought in motion. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Slot receiver headed right. Again, Hurts under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Into space at the 45. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. Man in motion is Smith. On third down, here's Hurts. That's going to be caught by Gray.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Now Hurts on fourth down. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. Here's a handoff to Barkley running left. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take, half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Great, set.
To throw, Hurts. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
63. Great, set.
Off the play fake, Hurts. This one complete to Bryant.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
That ball is caught on the sideline, and both feet in bounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. To the air again, Hurts. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles. That's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Back to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Luke McCaffrey. Touchdown, Cleveland. Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Browns draw closer here. It's 21-14. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. First and 10.
Crowd left Yeti. 73. 73. Crowd left Yeti.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. This is intercepted. Picked by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Now, this is going to be returned from deep in the end zone. Wow, they are hitting now. It's been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
73. No touch that. Yeti. No touch.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Hey, thumbs up, alert.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third down, here's Hurts out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Look him up on a second down and 8. He'll look to throw. This pass caught by Judy. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
He'll go right and find his running back. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. And he got all of this one. Headed for the sideline. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
Great, set.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Man in motion is Smith. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
That's good for an Eagles. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Great.
On the ground, this is Barkley. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Great, set. Alpha.
Gray brought in motion. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
73.
They send him right out of the slot. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. A pass caught by Saquon. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for an Eagles first down. A handoff, running left, it's Barkley. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Man in motion is Brown. On 2nd down, Hurts. That one incomplete. He's trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Hurts now. That's taken in left side by Smith. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up 1st and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a field goal try, if not a touchdown. The last piece of the puzzle is just don't give the ball back to your opponent with too much time to go down and answer your score.
Gray brought in motion. Hurts again. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, He tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
63, 63, 63.
Third and goal for Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. He'll bring this back to the 10, but that's it. The drive stalls out. It's 4th and goal.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds Judy on that one. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And this will be incomplete. Luke McCaffrey, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. That'll be picked up by the Eagles. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he'll only get down to around the 42. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. They'll drop to throw. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it'll be 3rd down. Gray brought in motion. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The offense not coming off the field. And here's 4th down. So got it. The tight end comes in motion. Now Hurts on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
You give your offense a chance to close this game out. If they pick up the 1st down, this game is over. But now, after the defensive stop, we're starting to see some signs of life on that other sideline.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
These wide outside the number throws. This is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns have taken a 4-point advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Yeah. And he'll be out of bounds. And the drive will begin there. This is 1st and 10. Gray brought in motion. A first down throw for Hurts. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. Here's 2nd down. Slot man in motion right. A 2nd down throw for Hurts. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He connects with Gray on that one. So the Eagles will use their first time out here as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Man in motion is Brown. Off the play fake, Hurts. That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. Now on 2nd and long.
73. No touch.
Hurts will try it again. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. The game hanging in the balance, and a critical 3rd down. To the air again. Hurts. Coming across the field on target to Brown. Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Gray, set.
Gray brought in motion. Here we go. One final play. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.